Hi guys, it's Sarah Lewis with Mix Fitness. Today we are talking about push-ups. So ladies, this is specifically for you. So most of the times when you start doing push-ups, you start off doing them on your knees, which is great. There's nothing wrong with doing push-ups that way. It's just when you try to transition to doing them on your toes, once you become proficient at doing them on your knees, automatically going to your toes makes it such a much harder change that you sometimes can feel discouraged and you always go back and stick with your knees, or you do two on your toes and then finish on your knees. So I just want to talk about a couple different ways that you can get stronger and build up to doing them on your toes without just going from knees to toes. And it's also going to talk about progressions and how you can make your push-ups a little bit harder without going that full change and making them easy to impossible. Okay, so we're going to start off with a couple demos of how a level change can make push-ups easier, even if you're doing them on your toes. So first you need to find a high table or a high chair or some sort of higher stable surface that you can do your push-ups on your toes. So we're not going to do knees at all in this demonstration. We're going to start off immediately on your toes. And even if you're just starting doing push-ups, like you haven't exercised in months or years or whatever it may be and you want to do push-ups, this is a good way to start. So I actually am at home right now and I have a pool table. So I'm going to start showing you a high elevated push-up, doing them on my toes. Okay, so we just place the hands. Okay, and you keep a nice straight line from your head through your hips all the way down to your toes. Okay, and then you just do your push-ups. So your depth doesn't matter too much as you're starting out. What you do want to keep in mind is keeping your elbows sort of close to your ribs. So you don't want them to flare out here, okay, but about 45 degrees inwards. So sort of close to your ribs, and you're just doing your push-ups this way. So you're on your toes, doing your push-ups on your toes, but these are a lot easier because you are elevated than doing them flat on the floor like military style. Okay, so you start off with a higher level and the next progression will just be to incrementally lower your hands. So just lowering the surface of your stable element, whatever it may be. Okay, so next up I have an exercise bench. It's just a flat bench and it's a few inches lower than my pool table, so it's going to make the push-ups a little bit harder. So once you're ready, once the incline push-ups become easy and you're ready to decrease that elevated surface, you just move to another lower surface. This is a few inches lower than my pool table, so you do the same thing. Okay, head is a nice straight line. Your body should be as straight as a pencil, so no head drop. Okay, so pull that head up and chin back like you're making a double chin. Elbows stay the same, so you drop down into it and push up. Elbows are not flaring out, but they're staying tight to the body. Tailbone is tucked under, and you're just doing your push-ups the same way. So they're going to feel a little bit harder, but they're not going to become so challenging that you still can't do like 2 or 3 sets of 10. All right? So that's it for these demos. Just keep in mind that if you want to do push-ups on your toes, rather than starting off on your knees, think elevated surfaces and gradually work your way down, eventually to the floor, and then you'll be able to do push-ups on the floor. Go get them.